Hi guys, welcome back to Nixie DIY Crafts. Today I wanted to show you how to create these pretty little embellishments that you can use to decorate cards or scrapbook pages, envelopes, anything pretty much. So the supplies that you're going to use are, what I did is I have a bunch of 6x6 pieces of paper and I want to start using that up. So I picked out 4 sheets from the same pack. So notice they're double-sided and they match with each other. So it's, you know, those packs when you buy them, they're very helpful. They usually all coordinate with each other. So it makes your job easy, right? So these are the pieces that you're gonna need. So the punches that I'm using are a banner punch, this design label, a butterfly, and a mini heart. So here are my pieces. So to assemble, let me show you how to do that. And I'm just using white glue to assemble. So I'm actually going to use the back side of this, but I didn't want to put it on the black because it's a little hard to see. But the first thing I'm going to do is add my little flags. Now you can just glue these down just like that. However, I like to use my mini stapler and I like to staple them first and then attach it. So decide which side you're going to use. Staple. And now I'm going to glue this down. Just like that. And then I have a phrase. And you've seen me create these on previous videos. These are just a bunch of random phrases that I typed up in Word document and I printed them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this phrase. My butterfly. If you want your embellishment to be completely flat, then just use the wet glue, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop it up using one of my dimensionals. My little flag again is double-sided. So let's see what side we're gonna use. Use this side. And I'm gonna attach it underneath. Make sure it's straight. Okay. And then to add something here to the middle, I have just a piece of gold paper that I punched out using my little heart punch. However, I wanted to show you what it looks like with other embellishments. So this is an acrylic heart. Look how cute that looks as well. I also have these little hearts, and they're fabric hearts. So you can see how that looks. It also looks super cute. But let's go ahead and continue with paper. So I'm gonna add glue to the back. Gonna create one more, so I'm gonna punch everything out, but this time I'm going to use a little bit of silly foam like I did with this one, just to add a little bit of texture. So what I used was silly foam. So the best deal for your buck is at Hobby Lobby. There are 2 different lanes. There is a lane that sells felt and this type of silly foam that's glittered, and they sell it individually. And then there's another aisle that has crafts just for children, and in that section is where I found a pack of 6 of these different shades, different colors. This is the pack I selected, and that day these products were 50% off. So I think I ended up paying $2 or $2.50 for a pack of 6 instead of buying them individually for $1.25 and $1.50 each. So what I did here with this embellishment is I cut a strip of that silly foam just like this. It's a 1/2-inch strip, and then you can either use your punch to punch out to flag it, or you can use your scissors to flag it out yourself. So that's what I did. Here we go. So I'm gonna use this one. So let's go ahead and create one of these. So I'm going through my 4-pack to see which one's going to be the base of my embellishment. And then using my punches, I punch out the different pieces that I need. So here I cut down 2 pieces of the paper, one measuring 1/2 inch by 5 inch, and the other piece measures 3/4 by 5 inch. So once I cut those out, I flag both ends and then I trim them down to my sizes, and then I start adding them to my embellishment. And here again, I like to, put them together and then staple them and then attach that bundle to my background. Now I'm adding a dimensional to my butterfly. Again, I use the Stampin' Up brand dimensionals. They're my favorite, just to give it a little bit of a pop. And now I'm adding my little flag behind. And now I'm adding one of those fabric glitter hearts. So I'm adding the glue to the butterfly and then adding the little heart. So these are the 2 embellishments that we just created. So just so you know, I will have these listed on my Etsy shop. I will have my Etsy store link information below in the comment section. In my store, I will be selling these as a 3-pack, and they will come completely assembled, but I will also have the option to purchase just the pieces. So all of the pieces to create the embellishment will be included. You just have to specify which one you want, the ones that are assembled or the pieces, and then you can assemble yourself. Now to create the second embellishment, these are the pieces that I had started with. So I have a bunch of these little half circles. Every time I make a pocket in one of my flip books, I punch out half a circle so it has that little notch, so you know it's a pocket. So I have a bunch of these left over and I didn't want to throw them out. So I came up with this design, and it's just random pieces that I'm layering on top of it, okay? So first thing I'm gonna do is these pieces we're going to add to the bottom like that, right? So to the top I wanted to add more texture, so I'm going to use this little doily that I had. It's a Stampin' Up item and I'm sure it's discontinued by now, but I'm just going to cut a little piece from it and then add it to my half circle. Now that I cut the doily down, I'm going to go ahead and add some glue on the doily and then attach it to my half circle. Once I attach it, I'm going to go ahead and trim the edges again. And now I will start to build or assemble my little flags that go underneath my half circle. My mistake here was that I attached my phrase, and that's not what my original design was. So I completely assembled everything, and then I recognized that I made a mistake. So you will see that I will cut the phrase off and then attach it on top of the half circle like I originally intended to do. So here I'm adding some glue to my phrase, but I decided that I wanted to add a little bit of a trim below my phrase. So I cut a piece of this gold paper that I had on the side and I just placed it right underneath the phrase. It's just a slight little hair. It's just to separate the white from the other colors. So you'll see it here, the little gold trim. So now I add my acrylic heart to the left of my phrase, and then I attach my half circle to my flags. I didn't record it, but I did end up using hot glue to attach the half circle to the flags.